In this video I will be installing vapor barrier on the walls. I'm doing a kitchen reno. I pulled all the drywall off after I got all the cabinets out so we could do some wiring and plumbing. The installation would just basically come out, put back in, so there's not really a great video for that, but I will show you how to vapor barrier. I gotta use 6mm vapor barrier, and we're gonna seal it with acoustic seal and some tape. A lot of videos you'll see people using the red tape like up here, which used to be okay, but in the last few years they've made this blue tape that you got to use. I'm not going to tell you whether you should be putting in vapor barrier or not. It depends on the area, whether the vapor barrier is on the inside or the outside. You usually put the vapor barrier on the warm side. In my area in Ontario, it's building code to have the vapor barrier, so the inspectors, they want to have it. So in this case we are going to put it on, tape it up, seal it up, get it all ready. First thing I do is get the vapor barrier rolled out. This is a 6mm vapor barrier. You got to make sure you get the right stuff. You can't just use any poly. So I will start, just go past. You're going to have, you always add a little bit of extra because you're going to need it. Once you've got it cut to size, you're going to start in one corner and work your way around. I'm using 10 foot because I want to get it tucked up inside. So tucked up inside where the rejoist is. Going down. I usually start by just trying to get it kind of up in place where I want it, and then I'll cut it and make adjustments after. There's a lot of times you start going and it's off and you got to pull it all down, so if you just have a couple staples you can get started. I'll keep an eye on the fold or the writing just to kind of level it with my eyes. You want to leave a little extra in the corner. You don't want to pull it too tight because you'll have trouble getting the drywall in the corner. So you want to make sure it's a little bit loose. You don't want to go all the way up right away. You just want to get it kind of started and fit. We have to run a bunch of sealer around. You can see the black in the corner. That's acoustic seal. That was added before. We're going to be reapplying it. So I'm going to actually kind of sneak in underneath and just put it in. But I don't want to put it on first because the stuff is super messy and gets all over the place. So I'm just getting it draped, and then I'll make adjustments afterwards. Just gonna get this started. See if it'll work. Try and cut the plastic as snug as possible. I'm going to bring this hood wire up here. I want to have it somewhat separated. So my old plastic under the bulkhead's still there, so I'm just going to tape along it. Once I got it kind of in place where I want it, I'll start cutting out all the wires and receptacles. You need a perfect seal around those. Mine just have Vapor Bear wrapped around the back of it. Some of them have some are plastic boxes. Some have like a little plastic gasket that fits around it. But either way, you gotta get a nice seal on there. Plastic, I like to get a couple staples. You can just run some Acousti-Seal around it. I like to tape them, but it's personal preference. Make sure you're using the blue tape, can't use the red tape anymore. Hole there. Get that as close. There's a cabinet line right at the bottom of the cabinets. A lot of people don't bother, but you should use the Acousti-Seal up and around here. Where you're putting the poly to a wood, you want to use the Acousti-Seal. So along the bottom and any joints, You can use it instead of the blue tape. You can just use all Acoust-Seal, but I find it really messy. If you want to clean it up, you can use some mineral spirits. That seems to work pretty good. That's it. Pretty simple job. A little bit of work, a little bit of mess with this Acoust-Seal, but overall, pretty easy job. Don't forget to use the blue tape. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment below if you got any questions. Thanks for watching.